All right, let's talk current gen games. This is my current gen collection here. Got PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U. Judging by the height of the stacks, you can see which consoles I like more. And it's mostly based off what the games are, unfortunately, for the Xbox One, which, again, has good games, but I am not a Halo fanboy, and I thought Sunset Overdrive was overrated. So let's just go through them. I'm going to talk about how fun they are. If what you might be into it, especially like the Lego games, which are weird because I'm not a child, but for some reason these are actually quite enjoyable, and they're cheap games, which makes them even more. Gives them a higher ranking, in my opinion, because I don't think most people should be paying $60 for games. I think that's ridiculous. But I've actually spent time on this game with my girlfriend in co-op, and it's kind of fun to play together. Yeah, it can be a little bit childish, but there are times when you can't even figure out what to do, and that's I thought that was the ridiculous part about it. There are times when you have to like read what you need to do, and that seems a bit crazy. But so these games are not as easy and as simple as you would think, although they are relatively straightforward, especially controls wise and what you actually do in the game. It's mostly quick time events not quick time events. Button pressers whenever you're bringing down a wall or pulling on something, etc. This game I actually bought with my console, Battlefield 4. I wanted to like it, but obviously with all the netcode issues and the fact that I do not like joysticks for first-person shooters led me to just hate this game. I put it down. I wasn't interested. There were too many times where I would see a guy right in front of me and I would start shooting at him, and because of how bad the aiming is, at least how bad I am with joysticks, I would die, even though I saw him and started firing before him. Let's just say if I had a mouse and keyboard, that would not be a problem. I would easily be able to take a lot of those cases of those people, and or a lot of those cases I would have won the fight. So this is a game I bought for my girlfriend for her birthday because she kind of likes these Little Big Planet games. They're very kind of artsy and creative, which is something she's really into. So this is a cool game, but I played it for all of about an hour and put it down, so it's not really something I enjoy that much. You might be into it, but I couldn't get into it. This game is fucking awesome. I'm sure people are going to be like, that game's overrated, but I was a huge fan of Far Cry 3, and even though Far Cry 4 is technically... I don't want to call it a reskin. It's not a reskin. It's technically a whole other game, but yes, it uses the same... I'm assuming it uses the same engine. It looks very similar to Far Cry 3. I enjoy the environment. I think it's fantastic. I love the mountains. I love the terrain. The storyline wasn't really that engrossing. For some reason, I somehow related more to Far Cry 3 storyline, which is weird because I'm not some random rich kid. But it just, for some reason, it spoke more to me than, oh, hey, you're the son of some guy that was a freedom fighter, and then this crazy dictator takes over, and now he's fucking your mom, or was fucking your mom. It's just, I don't know, it's a little far-fetched, but also the fact that the main villain here, Pagan Min, is like, I swear, he's in the game barely at all, and it just seemed like he could have been such an amazing villain, like Voss from Far Cry 3. He could have been an amazing villain had they actually just, God, give the guy more dialogue, give the guy more, sequences where he's in the game. This game needs no damn introduction because this is probably my favorite game on any current gen console currently, and you know what? For the previous generation as well. That's right. Even on the PlayStation 3, I much preferred to play a game like this. Sandbox, insane replay value. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5, it's actually coming out on PC pretty soon. I'm not going to buy it. I may torrent it, but we'll see. I mean, I already own 2 copies of it. I'm not buying another one, so I don't really give a shit what you say about me possibly torrenting it. That's too bad. I've already given you $120 for what's essentially the same fucking game. I'm not paying any more just so I can play it on my PC, and I'm not even probably going to play it on my PC. I'm much more comfortable with the controller as far as a third person or even first person in some cases on obviously the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, this is kind of an epilogue to, I guess, what's going to happen, so this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to the new Metal Gear Solid game after playing this back and forth, playing basically every mission on it, finding all the little hidden things, and it's just a really fun game to play. Highly recommend that. I only paid $15 for that one, so that was a damn good deal. And I'm probably going to go over the price on some of these games because you're probably wondering why I pick up some games. And sometimes I just pick up games because they're a good deal. I mean, if you see a $10 brand new current gen game, that's, new in the package, that's a damn good deal. I don't give a shit who you are, dude. This is one I just picked up. I swear I've got like maybe a couple of minutes at the shooting range thing on it just to get the feel of the controls. I haven't even played it yet. Sniper Elite 3, actually I think it's is it V3 or just Sniper Elite 3? I guess it's Sniper Elite 3. Ultimate Edition, and this one comes with the extra bonus packs, which I heard weren't that amazing, but I like Sniper Elite. I love the bullet cameras, and it's just a fun game to play, so it was worth picking up for even 30. Shadow Warrior, I haven't even played this game yet. I did unwrap it, but I haven't played it. This game was, I think, 14 to 15 bucks on eBay. Brand new, sealed in the package, which I didn't. You know what, again, I sometimes just go on these buying sprees and I just buy these games. This one I actually just got on an insanely good deal. 2K15, there was a deal that if, I guess, 2 different basketball players scored 25 points each, they would drop the price a certain amount, and it wound up being like, I think it was $10.99 shipped with free 2-day shipping through Amazon. So, wow. I mean, that's insane. That's awesome. I don't like basketball. I'm not into basketball, but the graphics look amazing, and for $10, it's nice to throw, you know, a game into collection, even if it's sports. So this one is Watch Dogs. I actually bought this game when it came out. This is not the copy I bought when it came out. I played the game. I thought it was pretty cool, and then I started, you know, kind of seeing the game really wasn't as amazing as they kind of played it up to be. The multiplayer, they basically lied. They said that you could go online and hack your friends. They literally said you could hack your friends, and then it turned out you could only hack random people. I'm pretty sure they haven't fixed this. I'm sure they have no plans on fixing this. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. This game is kind of a half-assed Ubisoft game, and it just seems to be hit or miss with that studio as far as like that publisher, I'm sorry, with what you get. So Watch Dogs, I don't even think I'm going to be playing this. I did unwrap this, but the only reason I bought this is because I bought the one originally for $60 when it came out. I played the game. GameStop did a deal where you could return it for $40 credit, and I was like, all right, well, so I took that, and then I wound up putting that toward another game, and I really don't remember which game that was. It might have been Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 4, but so that they had that deal. I traded it in, didn't think twice about it, but the other day I was at GameStop, and I saw that it was $20 new, and I was like, all right, you know what? Okay, that's not a bad deal. Let's pick it up. It's 20 bucks. So either way, so I got that. This last one, I actually got this used because GameStop didn't have a new copy. I prefer new copies because they don't have. I'm very picky about this. I'm a kind of a collector, so to speak. So I get kind of annoyed when I see scratches or scuffs or marks and just stuff like that. It's not that bad, but it's just, it annoys me a little bit. Also, I'm annoyed that the manual isn't in here, which kind of pisses me off. I kind of like manuals. All I can say is I got it from GameStop, and I'm lucky I even got the fucking case. Saved $2 on it versus a new copy, and again, I totally wanted the new copy, but I was told that that's not doable. So let's go over the Xbox One here. These are just some I got. Actually, let me just lay out the ones that I got during... I think I paid full price for Master Chief. But there was a deal at the Microsoft store where you trade in PlayStation 3 games, and I actually collect games, and I have a ton of sports games for the PlayStation 3 that I got for 50 cents, $1, whatever. They allowed trade-ins at the Microsoft store, and I actually was able to get a day one copy of Sunset Overdrive, this family pack, and Garden Warfare. I want to say, I can't even remember how much I paid for that, to be honest with you, but it really wasn't that much. I traded it in, I got a ton of credit, and I got all 3 of these games. And then we got, obviously, over here, Master Chief Collection, which everybody should know on the Xbox One. That's pretty much the shining game. But here's the thing. I don't like Halo that much. It's okay. I'm sure it pushed first-person shooters along somewhat, but I don't find it to be as entertaining as people make it out to be. Out of this entire game set here, the Monopoly, Sunset Overdrive, Garden Warfare, and Halo, guess which one my favorite game is? Yeah, Garden Warfare. This game is fucking badass, and I don't know how else to really put it. I enjoyed Plants vs. Zombies on an iPad when the original game came out. I didn't think anything of it after I played it and got bored of it. And then I just saw this and was like, you know what, let's give this a try. This looks pretty cool. It is cool. I enjoy playing this. I'm very good at this online, and I think it's fun to play, and I get more enjoyment out of it. Now, I have beaten the storylines for Halo 2 and 3. No, I'm sorry, 1 and 2, and I'm working on 3. And I need to play 4. I've never played Halo 4. But again, I'm not a huge fan, so I'm not really in a rush on that one. Here's a game I just picked up. This just came in the mail today. There's a little bit of damage on the fucking label here, and I'm a little bit pissed. This goes beyond just the cellophane wrapper. It actually damaged the cover, essentially, the title cover. So that kind of pisses me off. But again, not a huge deal. So this is Dead Rising 3. I've watched some Vanoss videos when this game came out, or I guess when the Xbox. This is a launch title, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought this looked like a really cool game with the amount of zombies in it. I'm very big into zombies. I know a lot of people are like, that shit's cliche at this point, but no, I'm still into zombies. I like the idea. I just, the concept itself is just interesting to me, even if it's been done to death at this point. Even if people are pushing mass marketing of products for zombies, I don't care. It still interests me. It doesn't bother me. So I haven't played this yet. This might change my mind about there being any amazing games on the Xbox One. But I just figured, hey, I've got Halo and I've got Sunset Overdrive, and those are the games that people always talk about. And Sunset is cool, but it seems to be more of like a, God, I don't want to use the word hipster because that's the incorrect term, but it's like a game that thinks it's cool because it breaks the fourth wall and makes dirty jokes, which is fine. I find it funny. I think it's hilarious, but it doesn't add to the gameplay to me at all. You're supposedly in a zombie apocalypse where they turn into zombies from drinking an energy drink. It just, and I know it obviously isn't going to be real, but it just didn't make sense to me, and I don't like it. So on with my second favorite console here, which is, I'm going over last here. So these two games right off the bat, I just bought these. These literally just came in today as well in the mail with Dead Rising 3. Ninja Gaiden 3. I don't see myself even playing this, but this game was $10 shipped on Amazon with free 2-day shipping. So, man, who am I to argue that? That's ridiculous. This one was $12. I've heard good things about this. People say it's a lot like Resident Evil. You use the gamepad for all kinds of things. Your inventory management, weapons, obviously it actually just shows it on the back here. Some type of scanner and some kind of door hacking, and it looks cool, and it's pretty much, one bite, you die. So they say it's pretty hardcore. I don't see myself playing this one that much, but I'm definitely going to check this out because I think this looks like a pretty cool game. Here's one I actually just bought as well. I unwrapped it, but I just bought this one maybe 3 days ago for $12 at GameStop, brand new in the package. The fucking guy at GameStop tried to... The turd tried to give me a used copy that was like $1 cheaper. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I'd rather pay $1 and get the new copy. So, Nintendo Land. This has a bunch of mini games built into it, and I heard that some of these are really cool. The Luigi's Ghost Mansion and a couple other games on there are supposedly really cool. Let's go over the games that make this fucking system, because I have almost every single one of them that make this system, and this is really the selling point of the Wii U at this point in the game. If you do not have a Wii U and you did play Super Nintendo and Nintendo games back in the day, this is the shit for you, man, because these games are really, really amazing. I don't know how else to put it. They're awesome. So the first one we have is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This game is harder than you would think. You would think, oh, it's a kid's game, but no. This is probably even harder than the Donkey Kongs of the past. Maybe I'm just saying that because I remember it being easy as a kid. I could just be completely wrong, but this is a damn good game as far as platforming goes, and I'm really into those games. Wind Waker HD, this is the remaster of the GameCube game. This is really cool. I've actually spent a couple hours in this, and this is the first Zelda game that I've ever played outside of the original Zelda on NES, which I don't like that much because I think the original Zelda on NES is a little too hard. But played this one a little bit. This is a really cool game. The graphics, I mean, it's cel-shaded. It's a gorgeous game, man. It's a gorgeous game, even on the Wii U. So let's go on. This one came with the system. This is Super Mario Bros. U, and it also comes with Super Luigi U, which is like basically, if I'm not mistaken, the Luigi one is just like a lot harder. They're basically just a lot crazier and harder levels that are kind of challenge levels. This is a great game. I've beaten this one. Wow, I mean, it's pretty good. I haven't started the Luigi campaign because I'm not really that good at platformers, but I enjoy playing them whenever they're not too bad. Next game is Super Mario 3 World. If I'm not mistaken, this is the highest rated game on the Wii U right now. This is the highest rated game. This is a must-have. It supports, if I'm not mistaken, 5 controllers. It's either 4 or 5. I can't remember. This one's 4, this one's 5. I could be completely wrong. Let me turn these over. Yeah, 1 to 5 players. This one doesn't even say 1 to 5. It just shows 4 plus. 4 plus. So this one actually, yeah, that's 3 player or 4 player. I'm sorry. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4-player. So, but this is an amazing game. Super Mario World 3D. This is a long game, man. You get a ton of bang for your buck on this one, dude. I thought I finished the game, and it turns out that's just like the midway point of the game. They like throw a bunch of random. You basically beat Bowser, and you're like, oh, I'm done, and then they basically go, no, fuck you, and they give you a whole list of other worlds to beat. Great game, right? Must-have for the system. Again, another must-have. Every one of them I'm going over right now is pretty much a must-have for the system. Mario Kart 8, amazing. Amazing, amazing. They just added 200cc, and they're adding other DLC and content to it, and I'm sure they're going to fix some of the things that annoyed me about this game, which really there's not much, but the game itself, the way it's split screen, it goes 4-player split screen even when you're doing 2-player. Now, they could have fixed that, but to me, that's ridiculous. If I'm only doing 2-player, I want horizontal split screen for 2 people, not 4-player split screen to where the point where I can't even see something on my 55-inch TV. It's ridiculous. So, pretty good. I played this one quite a lot, but I haven't got into it that much. The last one I have here is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. This is, again, a must-have. If you're doing group gaming or you're going to invite friends over, it's pretty much a must-have. The only crappy thing is you got to buy controllers, and I don't recommend shitty controllers. I recommend the Wii U Pro controllers. I have 4 of them now. I got the Japanese white ones on eBay for $42. They're official Nintendo. They work great with the American systems. There's no problem with them. It's just crazy to pay $60, $50 to $60 for a controller. But I was willing to front some money, and so we've actually gotten up to 7-player Smash with some people bringing some Wii controllers over. We've gotten close to doing 8 players, but to be honest with you, anything past 4 players is a little too chaotic. It's hard to see what's going on. You lose place of your character a lot. I don't know if I would even call it that much fun. It's just chaotic. And then you have to organize. All the people in the room have to understand that when they turn their controller on, they can't touch the joysticks, because what happens is the controller calibrates each time you turn it on. So essentially, somebody would be touching a joystick and pointing it in a direction. The controller would calibrate, and then all of a sudden now it's pointing to the left or the right or whatever direction by default when you let go of the stick. So somebody would screw it up. Here's the crazy thing. What do you do to fix that? You turn the whole fucking console off. That's right. It's almost impossible that I know of. I've tried to look this up. You can't turn the controllers off. So what happened was people were hitting the power button because they thought the power button on the controller actually would turn the controller off. No, it turns the console off. It literally took us 10 minutes to organize 10 people to not hit any buttons, to fuck up the calibration on the controller, and to essentially get us up and rolling. It took forever, dude. It was a pain in the ass. So I don't know how much I can really rave about the way that Nintendo does their shit, but goddamn, they make good games, and if you're really into that and that's all you're into, get this console. If you want a great powerhouse that has plenty of good games, go with the PlayStation 4. The interface on the Xbox One is not perfect. I find it to be laggy sometimes. People will say, well, just use the pin feature, but unfortunately, no, it doesn't work as easy as you would think. The Xbox doesn't even let you close apps. I have issues with games and apps occasionally stalling on the Xbox, and I have no way of closing them. It's insane. So that's about it for my collection here of current gen games. I don't really plan on buying anything new for the next month or so, but we'll see how that goes. There might be a new game that comes out. The game I'm looking forward to currently is Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, so that ought to be pretty cool. So I'll catch you later.